Hey everyone, Don and Ash here.
Hello.
Back for another reaction video. This time we're going to be continuing our NF journey with the next song off the Clouds mixtape, which is Lost, featuring none other than Hopsin. Hopsin is another sick rapper, honestly. I don't listen to a lot of him, and most of my interactions with his music have been through collabs with other artists that I do listen to,
Yeah.
like Tech Nine. I forget what the title is of his song with Hopsin off the top of my head, but he does reference it in one of my favorite Tech Nine tracks, "Like I Ain't." Wow, that song is sick. But anyways, back to this one. We're gonna check out "Lost" featuring Hopsin. It's a dope video, honestly. It's a lot of fun, and the song is so dank. I already know this one. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you remember it.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, this one is it's pretty epic. It's definitely it's so like as soon as I knew that we're coming up to this one, I'm like
Yeah. No,
like it's so good.
it's so good. So without further ado, let's hop right in, and we'll let you know what we think after.
Look, self-awareness, pride's a coat and yes, I like to wear it. Buttoned up, don't like to let no air in, with a pair of gloves that I hope doesn't perish. I discovered though when I get holes in them and I let joy in, I'm in higher spirits. My mistakes are like a screaming parrot, just repeating lyrics. I can barely bear it when I'm lost. Road is narrow, I'm looking down it like a gun's barrel. Aren't we all searching for the serum that could help us breathe and leave our state of peril? All of us have made defensive scarecrows that we scatter around our fields and treat like heroes when they scare away the things that we should cherish, cause we're too embarrassed to admit the fear is that we're lost. Yeah, but what does it matter? I get too combative inside of me. Is a person who canvas. The pain can be flat, I get messy when I start to get rattled. The heart of a savage and quiet when I lurk in the shadow. But something on that up, I don't wanna be over dramatic, but look at the data. It's obvious that humans are fragile. We tend to get mad at the ones that call us out, but the fact is we need someone that'll be honest when we fly off that handle. I admit I throw a fit when I begin to unravel. Keep my wits been off the grid, but now I'm back in the saddle. My intent is not to rant, I like to own what I value. I can take you on the fence and maybe pick up the paddle. I like to roll against the current, that's the way that I travel. Opposite of what the grain has got the brain of a rebel. Take initiative, I'm diligent on every level. I never can settle, I like to keep my foot in the pedal. Yeah, I love to pack arenas and all, but what I really wanna do is learn to handle my thoughts and put the reins on them, show them I'm the one that's the boss, and pull them back when they get out of hand and breaking their jaws. I'm taking the flaws, they told me I could never revolve, then pull a bane on them, ask them, oh, you think you're in charge? You ought to know better, ain't no way around it. I'm flawed, the traits that I want, they say I can't afford what it costs, but I manifested this. Failing's how you grow and learn your lessons, kids. Take the worst and try to make the best of it, cause when you fail, just know that it's a test, and if you can learn to pick yourself back up again and train your brain to not be such a pessimist. It's okay to make mistakes, just don't forget that there's a high road, but I skip the exit when I'm lost. Yeah, when I'm lost. When I'm lost. When I'm lost. When I'm lost. Wow, these burdens are heavy, and I'm hoping it don't bury me. I used to be joyful and skip so merrily, but now I'm too cautious and tiptoe carefully. My mind left, and it's nowhere to be found. Am I a big old parody? Cause it's no fair to me. And now I'm at the point where I'm spending $1,000 a week on hypnotherapy. Look, I'm trying to wash away my sins. I got a group of loved ones that ain't my friends, and if I ever take a nail, then they might grin. And they all wanna see me stay in the cage I'm in. So when it come to anybody, there's no trust for no one. Man, so what? My whole plan's to go nuts. My shoulder's ready for most drugs. I'm gon' judge anybody trying to enter my circle with no love. My sanity's gone, I'd rather be torn from this planet they planted me on. Your stats a reward. I'm actually bored with having it so hard. It's torn apart from a family that I don't have anymore. Man, hold up. I was living so oblivious with millions. It really was a pity, huh? A pity, huh? It's kinda funny what a penny does, mixed in with a mini buzz. I feel stuck. Life got me by the neck with a blade against it, cause I was running late for the train and missed it. The only thing I feel is pain and vengeance, so I'ma act out like a raging misfit. And every verse I lay gon' stay sadistic. You wanna hate me? Good, great, terrific. You'll never see the day when my anger's dismissed. You better go and change your wish list, cause manifested this. Do not treat me like some adolescent kid. I am praying to the Lord with the book of James, hoping he go at my testament. This dark cloud, that's my residence. Demons knocking, I don't have to let them in. I done made mistakes day to day, you probably can't relate. I just ain't the same when I'm lost. Yeah. When I'm lost. When I'm lost. When I'm lost. When I'm lost.
Cool. Yeah, so that music video is awesome. I really like how like I was smiling at the part where like NF is walking up to find Hopsin just because I think it's hilarious that Hopsin's buried in the
He's
snow
literally, yeah.
on the side of this mountain. I don't know, it's just humorous to me. Yeah, that music video is fun to look at just because like I just like drone shots. I like pretty drone shots. The side of a mountain, beautiful scene, right?
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. And there's not much going on in the music video, just them walking up and down. But I do really really like the lyrics, and especially like NF's part is sick. I really really like Hobson's part though, and I just want to
Yeah.
highlight in both their parts how it's like when NF is talking about like um uh, the end of NF's part. I'm gonna read it just here. But what I really want to do, or even before that, I'd love to pack arenas and all. But what I'd really like to do is learn to handle my thoughts and put the reins on them. Show them I'm the one. That's the boss. And pull them back when they get out of hand. I'm breaking their jaws. I'm taking the flaws. They told me that I could never evolve. Then pull a bane on them and ask, "Oh, you think you're in charge? You ought to know better. Ain't no way around it. I'm flawed. The traits that I want, they say I can't afford what it costs." So basically, it's just like um, I'm not gonna like my will is insurmountable. That's basically what that says to me. There's no and I feel very strongly this within myself too. There's no challenge that I can't overcome. Like
Yeah.
nothing, like literally nothing. I've always told myself as someone who I don't really I think honestly my will comes from the fact that I failed at doing it what I would call the normal way. You know, wasn't good at school. Literally like failed various grades in school where I'm not even sure how I made it through. Like failed college, like didn't graduate from college, and like I left college as a young adult going like what am I going to do? And then like eventually after like being so depressed that I couldn't make it click how everybody else was making it click, it just became a thing where I was just like screw it then, I'm going to make the world my own. And this vengeance from within has just been like that's been my fire. It's that I feel and many other may feel the same way. I feel very well personally like wronged in life or just that there's unfair circumstance. I understand life isn't fair, whatever it is. It's just that there's it's hard to explain it because it's a whole life of experiences that's led me up to that point, right?
Yeah.
And I really like in that little part of the verse that I read how um again, your will is their will, at least in this song, how they're putting off this energy is insurmountable, and they'll do whatever it takes to, um, I don't even know, it's reach that goal to just be better than they were yesterday.
Yeah.
This song doesn't talk about an end goal. It doesn't talk about I need to reach it here. It's just like whatever the challenge is, whatever you put in front of me, I will smash it. I will do it. That's my will.
Yeah, yeah. Just like how NF highlights that like failure is progress. It's not I don't say it's not a setback, but like it feels like one obviously. But like you learn so much from failing, and as much as like it sucks, it's so true.
It's you learn so much from trying. Trying and failing are the
Yeah.
same thing. It's if you don't want to say you learn so much from failing because it does come off as such a negative connotation, then just say you learn so much from trying, and by trying, there's no guarantee that you will succeed.
Yeah.
Right. So, um, that's just a way to see the same situation, but on a bit of a
A bit
more
of a yeah,
positive
yeah,
twist.
definitely.
Um, so in the chorus is just when I'm lost, when I'm lost, when I'm lost. And speaking about that, I like at the end of the video how they showed like first of all when NF is walking up the side of the hill, you can see the balloons that
Yes.
Hobson's buried, and then at the end they're traveling together and they see all the other to me people that are
Yes.
that are lost amongst the snow, and the snow is just the huff puff of it all, like the just the noise of the whole world, right? To me, that's what that symbolizes. So Hobson's verse for me, the entire thing was just so revenge based, and I'm just so about that. Not on against anybody really. It's just revenge against life because life is unfair, and life is very cruel and it beats you down and blah blah blah. So my revenge is taking it out on life, and personally, like what I want to do is just succeed at life and show other people and be able to bring other people up and show them that they can succeed too, and then pass on that energy. The whole point is to pass on that energy to somebody else who's going to take that torch and keep doing it and keep inspiring the next and the next and the next
Yeah.
to bring more people up, right? So I really like how he sets Hobson sets up his whole I guess revenge arc for me with um Where is it? I used to be joyful and skip so merrily, but now I'm too cautious and tiptoe carefully. My mind's
Yeah.
left, and it's nowhere to be found. Am I a big old parody? Because it's no fair to me. And now I'm at the point where I spending a week, a grand a week on hypnotherapy. Now I can't do that. I don't even know what hypnotherapy is. Hypnosis therapy, I guess. That's that's something.
Yeah.
Look, I'm trying to wash away my sins. I got a group of loved ones that ain't my friends, and if I ever take an L, they might grin. And they all want to see me stay in the cage I'm in. So when it comes to anybody, there's no trust for no one, man. So what? My whole plan's to go nuts. My shoulder is ready for more shrugs. I'm gonna judge. Anybody trying to enter my circle with no love, hold up. My sanity's gone. I'd rather be torn from this planet they planted me on. Yes, that's reward. Honestly, lately, and just this is a theme that comes around a lot. I've been asking like, why am I here? Like, what is the purpose? Right? Like, it's not supposed to be like a depressive thing, really. It's just supposed to be like a reminding yourself or consistently asking yourself, or for me, coming full circle for me every time to be like, what what is my daily drive? What am I working towards? And the more I can think clearly on that, the easier that mission will become, because we only have one chance at this, y'all, so better make the best of it, right? Um yeah, like his just whole bit is sick.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna jump in.
Yeah.
I also really resonate too with that part, the very first one that we went over. Just I used to be so joyful and I skip stories merrily, but now I'm too cautious, tiptoe carefully. I think it's very easy, and I've caught myself doing this before, like when things are going really well, it's very easy to almost start second guessing and be like, well, something's gonna, you have that like negative thoughts, right? Where like, oh, well, something's gonna mess up soon.
It's because humans inherently are cautious people. Like,
Yeah.
think about it. We're cautious people. We don't like to get hurt. That's why we do things cautiously. Like when I was a skateboarder, it's the biggest lesson. You see a stair set, you don't want to go to, like,
You're like your brain inherently wants to protect you.
150%.
So like it will, like, I'm like, it's gonna sabotage you. I'm gonna say sabotage.
Yes,
sabotage you
yes.
every second it can.
150%.
Just to keep you safe.
100,000.
So like
it's trying to
so
protect
easy.
you. Like,
yeah.
like it's like,
It's like, thanks, brain, but
yeah. Thanks, dummy. But I'm trying to do
we
things
need to go
here.
outside the comfort zone sometimes.
I'm trying to do things here. The brain's like, no, we stay inside. Safe.
So, see,
comfy.
we tried that before. It didn't work out, but you know, it doesn't mean that's not gonna not work out again. So try again.
It's you got to learn. You got to learn. You can't do the same thing over and over again. But anyway, with moving on in Hopsin's part.
Yes.
I like just the end. Life's got me by the neck with a blade against it. This is something that resonates with me because I feel like I was a late, like, I heard this at a very young age, that you're a late bloomer, blah blah blah, and I'm just like, it came to a point where like I don't want to hear this anymore. Like I don't want to hear this because it makes me feel very guilty about where I am in life. And right now, I still feel this is why I work to the point where I just pass out in like my chair or something. Like I work to the point where I just run myself down because I feel so strongly that there's no time to waste. None. I mean, from this very second and every second that passes until the end of my seconds, there's no time to waste, and I'm so adamant about that. So that's something that is not, it's a non-negotiable for me. Period. I hold myself to that standard, and I just keep trying to push to be better and better and better.
Yeah.
Because I don't see it any other way. But going on, life's got me by the neck with a blade against it. Guess I was running late for the train and missed it. The only thing I feel is pain and vengeance, so I'm gonna act out like a raging misfit. And every verse I lay gonna stay sadistic. You want to hate me? Good, great, terrific. You'll never see the day where my anger's dismissed. You better go ahead and change your wristlets, cause I. And it's so sick. And then they're both of them. Yeah, it manifested this. Do not treat me like some adolescent kid. I'm praying to the Lord with the book of James. Hoping he gonna add my testament. This dark cloud, that's my residence. Demons knocking, I don't have to let them in. I done made mistakes day to day. You probably can't relate. I just ain't the same when I'm lost. Meaning that, yeah, it's hard to know your mission, or it's hard to know your focus when you're feeling lost. And I just love that his whole setup to that pre-chorus when they're both is so powerful. And I'm just like, yes, that end part in his main verse. So I'm act out like a rage. Or sorry, the only thing I feel is pain and vengeance. So I'm gonna act out like a raging misfit. And every verse I lay gonna stay sadistic. You want to hate me? Good, great, terrific. You know, on like because I hold myself to such a high standard, I literally expect literally everybody around me to be on that level as well. I don't want to be I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. I don't want to be the most ambitious person in the room. And that doesn't mean that I have to be changing or chasing different social circles all the time, because people can evolve at different rates. So in your same social circle, if you have people that still have that core,
Yeah.
same drive and same willpower to be something more, be something better, which is where I want to be, maybe sometimes my pace is a little slow and somebody else's pace in the group is really fast. Guess what? That's great. And
Yeah.
conversely, if their pace slows down a little bit and I'm moving up, that doesn't mean I just kick them out and I'm better than you now. That's not what it's about. It's really just about having a strong support group of people on the same on the same core page.
Yeah.
Like, everybody goes through up and down, trials and tribulations, and you know, you're feeling on, you're feeling off, but at your core, I want my mission to resonate with your mission, was this, that we need to create something better in this life for not only ourselves, but everybody around us, our loved ones, and extending past that. You're like, I don't understand greed. Like, once
Yeah.
again, I say this
Yeah.
before, I'm gonna be worm poo in the dirt one day. Nothing matters except every present moment. So be present and you know, have clarity and go out there and do your thing. That's it.
Amen.
That's it. Yeah. So, let us know what your favorite moments are from this song. It's such a, it's so powerful. This
Yeah.
one, it's so powerful. And if you're liking our reactions to these videos and these songs, we're almost done. We only have less than, I think it's like 7 or 8 songs left.
I was gonna say less than 10 now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 left. Yeah, so it's a week. And then the reaction videos are going to slow down. There won't be any NF videos for a while, so go back and watch all the ones that you've missed and catch up with us. Let us know what your thoughts are on this one. And join us in liking, sharing, and subscribing, and watching the last week of NF videos for us for a while. All right, thanks. Bye.
Bye.